Well, visited by the Guardia. Nice boat. Wow. They came on board, took my papers, didn't ask for anything, looking for drugs, and of course there wasn't any. Oh, they're French. French. Good morning. So, the French douane looking for drugs boarded Carissa and Julie Rector. They've broken me stanchion here, and they've broken stanchion here when they rammed me with their big dinghy, but that's all right. I don't really mind. It was good fun. Now they've motored off into the sunrise. I don't know, they're over the horizon, but I can still hear them. So much for being stealth. But yeah, French, polite enough, actually quite nice. A couple of women on board as well. I had more people on here than I've ever had sitting on Carissa. Looked at my papers and then left. Only one of them was a bit of a twat, but he was just I think, anyway, he was all right. Well, there I was, congratulating myself, thinking about how well I'd managed with the authorities, and I was down below, and I heard this noise, and it sounded like a jet engine, and I looked at the porthole, and there, travelling full steam ahead towards me. Yep, little warship, the customs patrol craft again. And I was like, oh, they've got me. And then I thought, well, what have they got you for? You haven't done anything. And I'm thinking, well, maybe I have done something, because we've all done something, haven't we? Haven't we? And then I was like, well, but I haven't done anything, so, you know. And it was getting closer and closer, and it came right next to me. And they must have saw me on a radar, and they thought I was some other prey. And so they shot off again, looking for someone else to board. And I was like, you know, the world that we've built for ourselves makes you feel guilty even when you haven't done anything. And the ability of the authorities to be able to invade your space and your own little world, even in the middle of the sea, whenever they want, it's not a right state of affairs, is it really? But you know, hey ho, we've all done something wrong, haven't we? So how do you make your life easier if you're raided by the authorities, even on the high seas? Well, first of all, you have to let them sort of be the boss, okay? There's no point being silly. When they raided me, there was 3 of them on board, all weapons, and there was another boat standby, 4 more guys, 2 girls, sorry, as well, and then they had the big warship. So, you know, I can't really win. So what do you do? Well, first of all, like I said, let them believe that they have authority over you and be polite. Next, always have an affinity with them. Okay, so what do? Well, when I give them my paperwork, they get it and they look at that and they take a page out, and so you have to bear with me, I am at sea, and they look at that and then they look at that and they go, "Ooh, what's this?" And I'll say, "Well, that was me when I was a young man." And they'll say, "Oh, you're in the military?" I says, "I was in the Navy." "And the military, yes." and then you get talking to you. And then you have an affinity with them. And very quickly, they will leave you alone with smiles and laughter and good cheer and bon voyage. So, don't be a fool, don't be a fool.